Happiness through curiosity on the Ranveer Show. Type bad celebrity Botox. Type
Images in that which I can pull out for you.
John
That lecture.
Travolta Botox. How can you tell you?
So if you see that earlier one, you will already see there was a deep hollow on both the sides of his cheek. And he is not necessarily blessed with a nice cheekbone projection. He already had his lateral eyebrow, which was dipping. And if you see his eyes is small and dipping down, it's horizontal, slanting down.
Right.
All these are not necessarily positive things for you in terms of how you will age. Now, so he would have aged badly. Then they ended up doing some work on him. This definitely looks like also surgical work. Maybe the pickup of excessive skin has been done. Otherwise, that jawline to be remaining like that is very difficult, number one. Two, if that hasn't been done, if this is photo and Photoshop, then there's definitely a little bit of a filler on his cheek. Also, lower face becomes heavier as you grow older because naturally the fat starts to come down and it settles down. So if you see the face from this ends up becoming this as you grow older.
Like a bulldog.
Yeah, everything comes down. Skin is coming down. Your certain fats are shifting down. That I want to do as a proper section so we're not confusing people.
No,
how
sure.
the layers of the aging goes.
As a layman, I noticed two things which give it out to me very fast. The first is the hairline, which is extremely straight. That's not how natural hairline is.
Beautifully crafted.
Yeah, it shouldn't be so beautiful actually. It should be slightly imperfect.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that this is because he went for the second most or third most expensive person. I think the most expensive person that would do a more artistic job.
So that was a very well written thing. I have people who've come to me with faces that have been so badly done. I'm sorry to say that, but so badly done. And they come to me and they say, Doc, we should have come to you the first time. We thought you were very expensive and we didn't come. And I keep thinking in this 3 or 4 attempts that you've done to do and correct and do and undo, the money you've spent way more, one, and the damage that you've caused is so much. I always love to work on a clean canvas. Once it's kind of destroyed, then to undo and do becomes such a big task. You can do it, you can improvise, but I would rather work on a clean canvas.
This is not the worst Botox I've seen. You wanted to pull up this image. This is not the worst Botox that I've seen. I very clearly know this is Botox, but I see so many people
I also
with...
didn't want to look at a fully distorted face. Then what's the point? Then it's horrible work. Why am I even analyzing that? So look at her. What is 2 things I'll tell you. Many things have gone wrong, which you guys can see. Her brow is a little hooded. Forehead is looking too shiny. But even while she was young, she was pretty much... All this was happening. It's just exaggerated as she grows older. 2 big things, let's say, since you start off with lip. Look at her lip. It actually looks like overfilled and there's some allergy to it almost because it looks like water-filled.
It looks like a BS tongue.
Yeah. Now that is because if you see her younger picture, she's got 1, a very thin lip. 2, this is a nice picture where she's smiling full. Can you see the lip is inturned? A lot of people, when you smile, lip turns in. And they always say, when I'm okay, I'm okay. When I smile, it just disappeared, my lip. Now that is a very challenging job to do. So you can't just fill more in that. It will only turn in more. So there is a way of working on that lip to be able to evert that lip. And we also add a little bit of toxin to take away that muscle which is here, which is strong, which is actually pushing it down. So that's a difficult job to do. Now, having said that, also her teeth, like I keep saying, is very inward like this. So there is no support to the lip from inside. Plus the lip is turning in. And someone in the attempt of making the lip bigger has put so much material. Now it's just become like 2 thick sausages. Not aesthetic, number 1. Yeah. 2, of course, there's a little bit of overfilling happening. There's also a little bit of overhanging happening. All this is
What is
age.
overhanging? Okay.
Tissue that I said will hang. So this is age and filler together. Other thing that's gone wrong in this image is you should actually, there's this, I've seen a few of these images because I used to use her in lecture years ago. You will see another image where she's Botoxed her eye, the crow's feet, and this has become flat. So when she's smiling, even this you can see, this is all, in this little lines are seen, this goes flat. So they say, smile doesn't carry to your eye. So you're smiling, this is flat. That little crinkling happens is what the smile gets carried, number 1. 2, the orbicularis oris oculi, which I said is the eye muscle, which shuts and opens the eye. That muscle is not just shutting and opening the eye. That's not its only function. And smile and crinkle is not its only function. These fibers of it also act as a cheek elevator, which means it lifts the cheek up. When you smile, how is this cheek lifting up? Because this muscle is active and it's pulling it up. Now, to get rid of these lines, if I were to Botox here, and if I do this, when I smile, there's a shelving sign. See? So a cheek is also not lifting enough. So now the cheek is hanging even more because I'm not allowing the fellow to lift. This hang increases. So it happens like a shelf. Here it shelves right here. It doesn't carry forward. And I was telling you, the light has to reflect here in a youthful face, not from a here. Now I'm adding to that by not allowing that fellow to come up only. So that is another finer thing that's gone wrong here.
If you enjoyed this clip from The Ranveer Show, we've uploaded a ton of other clips related to a ton of other topics. So explore the channel because there's something for everyone.